welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and a quick update video. I've had a package from Amazon and look what's here. The new supplement for OathMark. This is OathMark Battlesworn. Let's have a look at it. So this is the new supplement for OathMark. It's a fairly cheap book, actually. I think this cost, well, it says £14, £14.99 on the back, but I think it cost about £10 on Amazon. And so I bought it just because I really enjoyed the base rules, and this adds a little bit to it. So it's not a particularly comprehensive book, but like you'd expect with, or like you saw with all the other, with the other rule book, the illustrations and the artwork in this are absolutely awesome, as you'd expect from Osprey books, right? It's produced by Osprey, and it's published by Osprey. Although a lot of these pictures you'll see in the main rule books, so they're repeats, but they're still good pictures. So what does it cover off? Well, there's several new things within these, and they're all optional rules. You don't have to play them, so don't fear if you're still waiting to get going with OathMark itself. There's something called Battle Honours, so basically helps you to, again, part of the beauty of these rules, I think, is the narrative sort of story-based system you can build with it around your empire and its history and all the different races within it. And the Battle Honours bit helps to expand that. There's also rules for engineers and river movement, and so bringing boats and conflict on boats into the rules, which is kind of fun. There's also some new missions, which are largely water-based, because the book focuses on rivers. There's also some new spells, which again tend to be water-based. And there's a couple of new, well, 3 unique territories to bring in new capabilities to your empire, should you want to expand it. So, interesting, very interesting. Again, classic artwork in these, really, really good. Look at these dwarves here, just brilliant. So let's have a look at Battle Honours. So as you would expect, Battle Honours are about, it's recognising units within your army that have done particularly well in a battle. And they say that they consider that it has to have had success in a major battle. So for the rules, they're suggesting at least a 1,500 point battle. Now, how they gain that is they have to have done something particularly noteworthy within that battle, and it describes the sort of things that counts as. But there's criteria, so the unit has to have at least one figure remaining on the table at the end of the battle. If it doesn't, it can't get the award. The unit started the battle with at least 9 figures on the 25 by 25 basis, so infantry basically, or 4 figures on the cavalry bases. So it doesn't look like you could give battle honours to your creatures. So my poor old Bert won't get any honours. Mind you, he didn't survive anyway. The unit must either have eliminated or caused one or more enemy unit to become broken during the battle, or scored points at the end of the battle that counted towards a player's victory. For example, if a scenario's victory condition had award 2 points for every unit within 6 inches of an objective, this unit qualifies for the Battle Honours. That does not include scenarios where a player simply counts the unit point values to determine a victory. So there you go. If you destroy an enemy unit, or you cause it to break, or you're the one that captures, or this is the unit that captures a strategic point to win the game for your empire, you can be awarded a battle honour. You don't have to do this because there is a cost to it. The unit doesn't have any special abilities, so that's a criteria. It can't be a militia or slave unit, and it can't have more than 3 battle honours. So 3 is the maximum you can get. So what is a battle honour? Well, it basically gives you the ability to re-roll one action during the game. So that could be anything. It could be an activation, it could be a morale, it could be a shooting, it could be a hand-to-hand. You can re-roll just one of those in the battle. In every subsequent battle that unit is still involved in. There's a cost. The unit itself will cost you 10% more for each battle honour. So obviously if you've got 3 battle honours, you get 3 re-rolls. Very powerful. Potentially very, very powerful. This also allows you within the rules to recruit units with battle honours. Now obviously you need to agree this with your opponent, but you can pay the extra 10% and get a unit that has battle honours on it. I don't think that's within the flavour of the rules myself. A very dwarfish thing to do, just to go and cheat like that. I think you've got to go and win them on the battlefield personally. But there you go. So here we go. You can use them on anything. Shooting, melee, hand movement, whatever it may be, once in the entire game. And they're recharged at the end of the battle. So if you then fight a subsequent battle, you get it back again. Now, how do you lose them? Well, if the unit that's been awarded the honours is wiped out, either because every figure in the unit is killed or broken, or the unit is broken, there's a chance that it can never be reformed. So it'll lose its battle honours. And you roll a d6, and if you throw 1 or 2, the unit is destroyed and loses all the battle honours it's accumulated. 3 to 4, heavy casualties, is badly mauled and must take time to recover. Roll 1d6 and divide by 2, rounded up, indicates the number of battles the unit, the kingdom must fight before the unit can regain the fight. And a 5 to 10, remember it's a 10-sided dice you roll, gets light casualties. Thankfully, most of the figures in the unit suffered only minor wounds, and the unit may fight in the next battle as normal. So you've got 50-50 chance that even if your unit is destroyed, that it will come back. That's kind of fun. I think it adds a bit of flavour to it myself. Engineers, here we go. They provide the ability to do certain things. An engineer that passes its activation roll may forego all its actions that turn and build a temporary fortifications. You place the fortifications directly in front of the unit, and it will be approximately ½ an inch high with equal length to the unit. So a unit of 3 dwarf engineers would produce a 75mm long fortification equal to the width of the figure's bases. So that's kind of fun. You can also use them to destroy fortifications, again, very useful indeed. So there's a number of things here, and you've got every class of creature: dwarf, human, elf, goblin, orc, all with their own abilities. That's fun. And here we go with I love this image. It's one of my favourite in the whole book, and it just says everything about OathMark to me. You've got orcs with humans doing a naval naval landing against some dwarves. I mean, just brilliant, just brilliant. So there's rules of river movement and how to add them into your armies, how to move them. There's random things here: shooting from and to boats. Talking about embarking and disembarking. Got lakes. Fighting on the water, so you could do your little, shipborne engagements. Really, really fun. Really going to be great fun to play these things. Then there's the points cost for large and small boats, if you want to put them into your army. And also the train that they need. Bearing in mind you have to have the right train to get the right kind of equipment, or units in this case. So if you've got lumber yards, timber yards, outposts, or ruined villages, you can build large boats. Then there's these extra military expeditions. So again, optional scenarios if you want to build them into your game. Again, these are largely water-based because the book is themed around water. So there's the broken docks. You've got the night attack. And we've got scouting the temple, which is kind of cool. This one's a really interesting one. Designed for small armies, 800 points is suggested, and cannot contain any single figure worth more than 100 points, so no real big super characters. Each army gets a small boat for free with the appropriate crew. It's only fought on a 3x3 table and has a large river 8 inches wide, cuts the table in half. So it's kind of going to be fun, that one. I think that sounds really fun. So a couple of extra scenarios if you want them. The Battle for the Temple is another one. Escorting the Witches. And making the high ground, which is a waterborne amphibious invasion, I believe. So you've got a number of... Oh, there's another scenario there, the Great Falls. That could be interesting. So these are actually all linked, I think. So scenario 1 leads into scenario 2, that leads into scenario 3. Which is going to be great fun. So those various scenarios just run through each other, which is great. I think it's going to be really good fun. And then you've got some additional strange events, if you want to play them. Again, these are ones that tend to focus around water. So you've got things like heavy rain, water elemental, blah de blah de blah. And then moving on down, you've got other catastrophic events. So you've got a lake beast comes out, or a flash flood. So again, in keeping with a lot of this book around water. And then here's some more spells. New spells, basically, this is Enrage the Waters for the general spells, that is. And you've got dwarf specific, human, elf specific, and goblin and orc specific. And then interesting, some unique territories. So they say unique territories are a new type of territories that you can only add to a kingdom under special circumstances. Most unique territories are prizes for winning a military expedition and are noted in the scenario outcome. And they are Abandoned Temple Complex, and that gives you the kingdom containing this territory has units with a special ability spellcaster in their army. The spellcaster may choose one additional spell more than the number normally allowed. So therefore a level 2 could get 3, which is kind of cool. The Island of Flowers. Whenever a kingdom contains this territory is forced to roll on the destroyed units with the battle honours, they may roll 2 dice and choose which result to use. So yeah, so if you've got a unit that's destroyed, you can re-roll those dice, and if you've got this territory in your kingdom, you get to roll 2 dice, so there's double the chance that you'll survive. Gold Mine, another one, that basically provides, you can select one unit in your army, and that army receives special ability Courage 1 for the duration of the battle. Again, wonderful pictures. You've got a couple of new creatures, giant eels, lake beasts, and water elementals. And new special abilities, aquatic ability, and spellcaster control. And there you go. That's it. So there's some interesting things in here. I think it's going to be a useful addition to the book. I think most of us are still trying to get our heads around and get enough battle experience to play the basic rules. But I like the fact they've already got a new version out, and I do think the Battle Honours is going to add something if you're running a campaign. I think it'll add a bit of character, a bit of flavour, and a bit of storytelling to your empire and to your kingdom. And I'm really looking forward to that. And Ken, at least 2 of my units could have battle honours, so you watch out in our next game. Anyway, hope you like that. It's just a quick flick through. It just arrived, and I thought it's worthy of having a quick video about it. So as I say, these are brand new out. The new Battlesworn supplement for OathMark. You do need the core rules. This is not rules in its own right. This is just to add to that. So you will need the core rules before you get this. But they're like a tenner on Amazon. The main rules aren't very expensive. If I get a chance, I'll put a link in the description where you can get this. Yeah, let me know what you think. If getting excited about OathMark. I do get a lot of comments on the video I posted of the game Ken and I had playing OathMark, about how many people were looking forward to have games and wanted to see more. And it's certainly a period and a rule set that's getting a lot of interest. And I have to say, Ken and I absolutely enjoyed our first game. And if he could only pull his finger out and paint a few more figures, then we'll have another game soon, hopefully, and continue our empires at war. Anyway, I hope you're all well, hope you're all staying well, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I will see you again soon. This is Dom, signing out.